Hi Clashers, this is Bosonic from Spartans with a guide on how to use mass dragons at Town Hall 7 level for war attacks against fellow Town Hall 7s. You can 3-star any Town Hall 7 base with mass dragons. Take 10 level 1 dragons, a dragon in your clan castle, and 3 lightning spells. Take out the air defense that is deepest inside the enemy base with your lightning spells. If they're both roughly the same, then take out the highest level one. Then deploy your dragons on the side nearest the remaining air defense. You want to take that out as fast as you can. So let's start with one of Tahir's attacks in the last war. Right, let's take a look at this base. The air defences are both level 5, both the same distance from the centre. But this one at the top has got these 2 storages in front of it. These are high HP buildings. It'll take the dragons a long time to go through them. So let's lightning this one. And let's set the dragons on the air defense at the bottom. But when you drop your lightnings, you can drop them all at once. You don't have to wait for one to finish before starting the next. But be sure to drop it right in the centre of the air defense. I see quite a lot of people aiming a little bit too high. And then that air defense is gone. Now we want to deploy the dragons such that they zone in on this air defense here. Don't drop them all in one place. They'll always move into the closest building, so there's a danger they'll just wander around the base and never get into the air defense. So let's drop a dragon on this collector, drop a dragon on this collector, and just slowly deploy your dragons moving in towards the centre of the base. Once the outside ones have taken out their building, they should move into the nearest ones next to them, and so on. So eventually you'll take out this barracks, and they'll move into the collector there, and the builder's hut here, and eventually you're gonna take out all these buildings. And now dragons are wondering where to go. They'll go to the closest buildings, which basically means they'll go up here. And from there, once they've taken out those buildings, some of them might go that way, but some of them will go into the air defense. The same over here. So essentially, that air defense is certainly going down. And as long as we've got 5-6 dragons left, we're going to destroy this base. Archer towers, wizard towers, they do a bit of damage to dragons, but they don't do enough to stop you. So let's see how Tahir did it. Okay, so he swept in a line of dragons. I prefer to come from the outside in, but this is going to work fine. He's lightning the top air defense. Okay, Clan Castle's got a dragon in it, but we've taken out the 2 air defences. We're going to kill the dragon. We've got about 8 dragons left, so pretty much sorted. Tahir actually forgot to bring his Clan Castle dragon, so even with 1 dragon short, we're still going to destroy this base. It's going to start speeding up now. This is pretty much a foregone conclusion. So, great job Tahir, that's how you do it. Right, so let's move on to another attack in the same war, this one by Tien's clan. Let's take a quick look at the base. It's a fairly unusual open layout, but the air defences are very central, so it's not the easiest for an air attack. There's not much difference between either of the air defences, so I think we'll take out the level 4 one with lightning and attack the other one with dragons. So, got to be quite careful with our routing here. If we're not careful, the dragons will just wander around the base and won't get in towards the air defense, so what we want to do is Let's drop a dragon here and a dragon here. Now those guys will kill this collector and that collector. And now if we drop a dragon here and here, they'll kill those. Essentially we're sort of creating a little funnel towards this, where if we now drop the rest of our dragons around here and here, we're going to kill this building, and they're going to move into their cannon. They're going to get the spell factory and the army camp. But at this point we're looking fairly good, I would say. They're going to start moving in this sort of direction, and we almost certainly should get this air defense down. And the only slight concern is if there's maybe a sort of Tesla hidden around here, it might take us off path, but I think we're still good even if there is one, and I'm going to guess they're around here and here anyway, but there's lots of places they could be, so a bit hard to predict. So let's see how Tien does it. He's only got 8 dragons because his army camps only fit 160 troops, so it's going to be a bit harder for him, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so the lightning's taken out the larger of the air defences, and the dragons are coming down. Right, so we've not really cut off the route for the dragons to wander around, sort of clockwise around the base, which is a bit of a problem. So these dragons on the right could well, yeah, so they're just going to circle around the base, they're not going to go into the air defence. But their clan castle balloons have just come out, so he's got some level 6 balloons in their clan castle, and they're looking like they're going to target the air defence, so that's going to save the day here. Okay, so we've got 5 dragons left, we've got balloons left, so this is now looking pretty good. So yeah, he could have, I think he could have packed his dragons a bit better here, and they did kind of go wandering around the base and not target the air defence, but having their level 6 balloons in the clan castle saved his attack here. And now it's just clean up really. Okay, sorted. Good job, Tien. Now let's quickly take a look at one that doesn't get the 3 stars. So the first thing I'd say about this is the lightnings are a bit slow here. You can do these all at the same time, you don't have to wait for one to finish before the next drops. So that saves you a bit of time. Also, have your attack planned out before you do it. So at the moment there's absolutely nothing happening here. You don't want to rush, but at the same time, here 30 seconds of the attack essentially is wasted. Right, so the problem with this attack is that all the dragons were placed essentially at one point with no plan as to their pathing at all. And as you can see, there's a lot in the south corner that are just sort of wandering around the edge of the base. The balloons in the clan castle were a bit unlucky to miss the air defence, but they've gone the wrong way too. Essentially nothing's going in, so we've got one dragon going in towards the air defence now, but unfortunately the air defence is going to win that race. And got a few more nearby it, but none of them are going to quite do the job. I'd say probably over 50% of the time you probably get lucky and still 3-star this base, even though the dragons haven't been pathed correctly. But on this occasion it doesn't happen, and nothing gets into that air defence, and the remaining 2 dragons haven't really got enough to do the job. So we would have 3-starred this base if we'd got the dragon pathing right at the start, but as a result of getting that wrong, we're going to miss out on this occasion. So it's quite important to have a plan for your dragons. Know what you want to achieve with them before you deploy them. So let's quickly plan out how we might have attacked this base instead. So I think taking out the northwest air defence with the lightning was fine. So let's do that again. And we've just got to work out how we want to deploy our dragons. I think if we drop a dragon here, a couple of dragons by these storages and collectors, and this will take out the army camp. We want to take out these storages and collectors here. And now, essentially down by the west corner, got a route where the dragons must go from the barracks into the storage and collector, into the dark elixir. Then the nearest buildings are the cannon, the Tesla, and the air defence following it. So this should be pretty good, I think. So if we drop the rest of the dragons, we'll drop one on that barracks, and the rest sort of around here. Then these should all disappear, and then dragons should move into the dark elixir, and then heading in towards the cannon and the Tesla, and from the Tesla we'll go towards the mortar and the air defence, and from the cannon we'll go towards the air defence and a few other buildings too. So essentially we're pretty certain to be getting that air defence down fairly quickly. And I'd suggest taking maybe 10 minions instead of one of the dragons, so you can put a minion in each of the corners to speed up clearance. And you could just hold back your Valking to help out with that too, so you're probably okay without the minions, but sometimes they're a useful option. Right, I think that covers it all. I've got a few more videos on dragon attacks at Town Hall 8 level coming up. In the meantime, keep it simple, plan out your dragon pathing, and thanks for watching. This was Bosonic telling you guys not to rush your town halls and to watch out for the zebra.